Let's see if there's audio now. It should work in the Hangout, but let's see if they get on YouTube. There is? Okay, this is good. We'll just wait for another minute or so, and then we start. Okay, so today is open Satsang. So if some of you are new to Satsang with me and you feel to ask some question, you can come. You can come to the Hangout and ask, or if you're here, you can ask. What question can you have? So nobody has a question? You want me to start another monologue for 1 hour? Okay, now the lights have gone here. So turn off this one, the other, put on these. Turn off the big one because the UPS won't support it. Yeah, this is better. Hmm? You want this? Yes. Anil says, Father, who is Karta? Sometimes I feel he's just fooling with me. He knows all this very well.
No, Father, I have no intentions to fool anyone.
Uh,
The only thing is that
if if there was an intention, who would be the Karta of that intention? This is to translate also for everyone who's listening. Karta means doer. So if there was an intention, then who would be the doer of that? Who is here? So obviously, person is out because person is not here. And that which is said to be here is this presence, is this God, is this consciousness. Then who must be the doer or the experiencer? This one consciousness is not even in the doer in the way that we feel like the person is the doer. All of this is all just movement. The waves are moving on the ocean of consciousness, and the mind is coming and saying that this wave is doing this to me, I am this wave, I am going left or right. So there is no individual karta. All of this is just a movement on the screen of consciousness by its own light. That is why the true surrender is when we still have the perspective of the person on, then true surrender is to say, Guru or God, you are the karta and you are the bhokta, which means you are the doer and you are the experiencer. Till the concept of doing itself dissolves.
Father, from the individual perspective, it seems like I'm a very raised, helpless person. You know, God, only you are everything. Even from these sages' perspective, also, like Guru Nanak, Kabir, you know, they worship God. You worship your Guru worships God. So, what is this mystery? I mean, there is no separation. And yes, within your own being, you worship yourself. What is this mystery actually?
Yeah, this is a good question. So once it is seen that I am that from which even God takes birth, then why is it that in the phenomenal play there can be this worship, there can be this reverence? You see? Just like this. It is exactly like this. It is playfully, it is joyfully. You see, because in the phenomenal realm, this realm is a realm of movement. So some movement will happen, some action, some doing, the seeming doing will happen. So in the spectrum of things that can be done, a spectrum of things which seem to happen, the prayer towards my master, prayer for God, the prayer for peace of this world, all of this are so full of joy. You see, so like just like this, playfully, joyfully, naturally, all this prayer can be done. And prayer is not no longer done with this idea of wanting something, of deal making with God. It is just as if the child is playing with the building blocks, or the child is making a castle out of the sand just for the joy of it. Knowing fully well that everything is already moving with the will of the Sadguru. That is why a sage does not find dichotomy in this. That is why the sage also doesn't mind if there are beings who are coming and touching the feet of this body, because the sage knows that the reverence is for the Sadguru, which is the presence which is experienced here, not out of some specialness for the body or this appearance. To allow everyone to taste the same presence which is tasted here. So prayer, it starts off as if it is you, God or Guru, are the doer, and I am the experiencer. Please take care of me. Then it becomes you, God, are the doer. Master, you are the doer. Do what you like with me. I don't care about what is experienced here. It's all yours. Then it becomes you, God and Guru, are all there is. There is no individual doer or sufferer here. Here the prayer becomes a play. It is a prayer to what I am in reality. And among everything that can be experienced in this life, this unselfish prayer is the most joyful, is the most wonderful tasting, knowing fully well that it is still a tasting. But as long as this realm is appearing, this tasting will happen.
So this means you are the devotee and as well as you are the God.
Yes, my truer position is that of God, and even truer is that which witnesses even the coming and going of God. And yet within the play, it is a very sweet play to play the devotee.
You inspire me a lot, Prabhu.
Thank you, my dear. Thank
Just one thing
you.
where I'm stuck for many months.
Acha.
I don't change, and this is the experience.
Hmm.
I have not changed at all. Now, in a very natural state, when the mind is not active, everything is happening very spontaneously.
Yes.
You don't even notice that somebody doing it,
Yes.
and there is a very natural noticing of it that
Yes.
you are doing it. There is no separation between the I and I am and the word. It is all one thing.
Yeah.
But when the stimulus come for the suffering, then I have to segregate what is real and what is not real.
Yes.
Then I find that I'm not a person. The person cannot suffer. Then even from the highest unchanging awareness, if I only remain in my own awareness, who is aware of awareness, then this whole real as such, my own being, I am not bothered at all.
Yes.
It does not even it does not even strike that I have a being. It is a
Yes.
pure exist. It is a pure existence basically. It I within the I means I am also within the I. It is
Yes.
not that some manifestation of the I. It is the I existing as I, not as
Yes.
I am, not as I am, because there is nothing. The the phenomena has not started as yet.
Hmm.
Okay, so I aware of my own existence is not I am. It is simply I meditating
Yes.
on
As I.
I.
Hmm. Yes.
And it is totally formless. And Astavakara cannot describe this until he comes to I am.
Hmm.
Until he comes to I am. Now, Father, when I have this position rather the truth, than to say that all this phenomena is my aspect, and I continue to suffer in this play and continue to play this game of the you know uh, transcending transcending the things. What is the point? Because as soon as as soon as my attention comes to this phenomena, then it is all storm or tornado storm. As soon as I feel that I'm inside this body, as soon as I feel, and it is a very uncomfortable feeling, very constructed feeling. I
Hmm.
had to condense myself a lot, and then to feel that I reside in this body. It
Hmm.
is a very, very uncomfortable feeling.
Hmm.
And then to transcend this game, it looks very, very suffocating.
Yes. 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 Okay. So now, like I said, and you also said very beautifully that the truth is the truth. It is unchanging. Awareness, which is self-aware, no trouble at all. Then this phenomenal realm appears and attention goes. I am saying let attention also go. Just don't label anything as comfortable, uncomfortable, frustrating, suffocating, transcending, nothing. Then tell me the trouble.
The trouble is, the, the, the trouble is to enter the game and play it in a very impartial, identifying way is very tough.
It's very easy actually. It will become effortless because you see, you enter the video game. Now, suppose the narrator in the video game was speaking in Russian or some language that you didn't understand, then you will be standing there. You can't understand what your mission is, who you're supposed to kill, who you're supposed to rescue, nothing. You see, unless you get this narrator involved to tell you, okay, this, you're supposed to transcend this, you're supposed to go here, but now I'm constricted in the body. Without buying any of these ideas, nothing has happened. Awareness is still awareness. Don't use any label. No game, no transcending, no constriction, nothing. What is happening to you in reality? Nothing. Some measly mosquitoes of some feeling, some mosquitoes of some thoughts are just coming and going. They can't even bite you. Yeah? The mind will come and say, oh, these mosquitoes should go. They will give me chikungunya or something. Don't buy this story. Nothing will bite you.
So how can be a witness and at the same time the player? Either I can witness or I can play until this is possible. This is my experience how it happens, that I'm aware that I'm aware, and I don't I'm not even conscious that I'm doing something. This is how it happens in a very, very natural way. When you are not even conscious, or when you are not even aware, it is just that you are being simple flow, then it happens. But when there is a stimulus, or when there is,
Mm.
then either I can take a position of the witness, which again is abiding an effort, or I can be a player.
This I is nobody. It cannot be aware or nor it can be a player. This I you leave in satsang here with me today. Forget about this one.
Fine,
What
Father.
is happening itself.
Fine, Father. I want to really leave this, but it is so sticky.
Don't buy this but. We are too quick to buy the but, you see.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Father. Fine.
Very good. Shivani says creative mode on Minecraft. No mission, no goal, nothing. Just each moment and occasionally avoiding creepers. Bus, no questions. We done. Everyone is free and clear. So, what did we learn today, children? Uh, we learned that you are nothing, but it is a very good nothing. It is no thing. It is that nothing from which all things come and they go. Now, the root of all of this coming and going is the sense I am, the sense that I exist, Atma, consciousness. With the light of this I am switched on, all of this play comes on. Light, sound, electricity, gravity, universe, all these forces, attention, belief, all of this is a beautiful movie being played upon itself by consciousness. The only seeming trouble is along with this movie came this voice. It said, you are the protagonist of this movie. You are this character which seemingly lives inside the protagonist's body. And you must control the events of the movie according to the preferences of this character. Now we bought this idea that I am this body mind. This itself is divine magic, you see. For consciousness to play in this way, as if it is just this tiny object, itself is some divine hypnosis. It played this way because it wanted to experience the life of a person. It got too bored being everything, being all there is. So it wanted to get a taste of what it would be like to just be an object. So it created this mind so that this mind could constantly be selling the story of the separation. Now it is tired of playing this game, and in coming out of this game also it created a beautiful scene for itself in the movie, which is your coming to Satsang, your doing the self-inquiry or any path. So consciousness pretending to be a person and then dropping the pretense of personhood is this entire game. So this Jnana path, the path of inquiry, is to see things for how they are. The unreality, the changing nature of this phenomenal existence is seen. And we are interested in the truth which is unchanging. We are interested in that God, that self, which is unchanging. Therefore, that which changes is kept aside. What remains? We find that this consciousness remains. But ultimately, even this consciousness comes and goes with the coming of the waking state and the dissolution of the waking state into dreamless sleep. We find that even this consciousness goes. But there is a witness, even of something called sleep. Even to say that there was nothing in sleep means that I am aware that there is some state called sleep in which there is no phenomena, not even the root of all phenomena, the primordial vibration Om itself is not there. So this which is beyond the states is what we are in reality, and this remains unchanging. No matter which state is appearing, anything appearing in the waking state cannot hurt this reality, cannot touch this reality. This is the discovery. And then this world becomes just a wonderful movie to watch. Nothing to attack, nothing to defend, nothing to get, nowhere to go, nothing to do. And yet all movements of this dream character body, they continue to happen in their own natural way. This is all there is. And this is the voice of your own recognition, of your own truth. Now, if you want to see God pretending to be a person, all you have to do is believe your next thought. But if you're tired of God playing the person, then you, God, please don't believe your next thought. This is God having a monologue with herself, himself. Hmm. Mike? Yeah. Deep sleep is that state in which there is only pure awareness. So in comparison to other states like waking state, where the dynamic aspect is also present, or dream state where the dynamic aspect is also present, deep sleep is the name for that state where only awareness is. Only the self remains. Yes. There are two ways to look at this. When we are speaking in comparison with other states, then we are saying, okay, this is what happens in the waking state. My dynamic aspect is there. This world of movement is there. And then this state goes away, and another state appears, which is deep sleep, where now you can decide whether this complete absence of phenomena, whether you want to call that a state or a non-state. It's okay, it doesn't really matter, mostly terminology. But the fact is that this, as Guruji says, wake up in the waking state, is to come to the recognition of that which never goes to sleep. Is it? That which is present even in sleep state. To recognize that that is here as myself is to wake up in this waking state. To find this one that is not subject to sleep or to waking. This one remains unchanged no matter which state is coming. Why is it a beautiful nothing? It's such a beautiful nothing because from this nothing so much arises seemingly. All of this play arises, and yet it remains unhurt, untouched, untired. It is not as if in the world when something has potential and then it plays out, then it becomes empty of potential. You see, this is that which is so beyond all of this. That's why I said that the creation of a million universes leaves this untouched, unconcerned. That is what you are, the no thing that you are. We would call it the absence of all creation. You see, the primal creation, the primordial vibration is the sense I am. Okay, so the absence of all creation, just remaining as the non-phenomenal self, is deep sleep. Is sleep, is dreamless sleep, we can put it that way. See? Mechanics of, yes, yes, yes. Hmm.
it's not knowable.
Yeah. Not mentally knowable.
No, other than you quite rightly say that there's a feeling, yeah, when I was asleep last night.
Yeah.
Like, it's such an innocent feeling.
Yes.
I don't feel like I could
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no evidence of it.
Yes. Yes.
And
It's like this. If I say close your eyes now, close your eyes. Keep them closed. I say, okay, open them now. Did you fall asleep? No. So it is known. You see, it is that simple. With that innocence of a child, we can just look at this. You see, the eyes were closed, and then our eyes were open, and yet it is known that there was no sleep, because sleep is also a state which is known, but not conceptually, not mentally.
so I'm going to ask.
Yeah. Is it not working, the mic? Acha, but we disconnect. Did we disconnect the?
Ananta ji, namaste.
Namaste, namaste, my dear. We'll just finish one interaction which is happening in the room here, and then we can talk after that.
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
So,
Maybe what can we do? Battery.
Working. Yeah, so it feels like maybe this is some just mental diagram or something like that. But it seems like I'm equating deep sleep with like the unborn, basically. So I guess you could say something like deep sleep is all that ever is or all that ever was, and then from that arises consciousness.
Yes.
But that's probably partly based on my own experience and partly based on the way things have been discussed in satsang, like that picture of it.
Let's look at this. Let's first look at this. So when there is an experience of nothing, then that experience is what is called deep sleep. It is not the label for the experiencer. You see, the ultimate subject, which is awareness. It is the label for the experience of nothing. You see? And the waking state is the label for the experience of something, of all of these things. You see? So the label is used for the presence of this experience of something or the absence of the experience of something. It is not for that which is the ultimate subject, actually beyond the subject-object relationship, but that which is aware of something and nothing. You see? But you're right that in this experience of no phenomenal thing, what still remains, what exists, is this awareness, this I, which is the unmoving self.
So the experience of no thing.
Yeah.
Feels like when you say that, that's also, you know, when we say non-phenomenal recognition about awareness, because maybe some picture comes like a big black space or some void or something called deep sleep, but actually the experience of no thing is spaceless for a start, colorless, No
Yes, you're right. So if you're saying that in deep sleep, the only experience is of the self experiencing itself,
Yeah.
then this is true.
So it's like awareness is aware of itself
Yes.
minus any content.
Yes.
So could you call it the original state of awareness, maybe, or something like that?
Yes.
What I think
see.
what I'm getting at is like, because I've been just like reading some Ramana books and
Yeah.
stuff like this, and really enjoying,
Yeah.
really enjoying. And then there's this speak of the fourth state,
Yeah.
which I'm not really feeling so much of like a obsession with or something, but it's just kind of, I think some curiosity came because I thought, well, for me, that third state, deep sleep, seems like the ultimate in the sense it's the awareness which is unborn, undying, never created, and so therefore,
I can demystify a little bit for you. So, in this so-called waking state, to come to the recognition of that, which is the unchanging, independent of all states, that I am this, to come to see this is the fourth state. The Turiya is this, where the only seeming distinction between sleep state and this Turiya is that there seems to be a strand of existence which still seems to remain. So various definitions are used. It is, some have even said, or maybe it is a translation error, but some have even said that this awareness itself is the fourth state. You see, but I would not say that. I would say to come to this recognition that awareness is here aware of itself and it is non-phenomenal, while a strand of existence still seems to remain. That is what I would call Turiya.
yeah, and so is that because obviously, like, so I can feel now what's happening is that like there's everything is losing its pull.
Yes,
Like just nothing. It seems like the main entertainment now is to rest.
Yeah.
So is it just that within the joy of this entertainment experiencing, as I've begun to come back, so to speak, then the highest entertainment is to be as close to effectively deep sleep or awareness as I can be within the waking state? Is that could that be an explanation of like why it's a fourth state? Because even the most heavily conditioned being also experiences deep sleep.
Yeah. Yes. But to be in this waking state and yet to experience yourself in reality as this awareness, it can be a very beautiful time. I usually stay away from the highest state or things like this. You see, because tomorrow there could be a lot of life energy and movement happening and things happening. You see, so I don't want you to feel like there was a fall from grace or something.
No, not at all. Yeah. And actually, like what's some things have started moving that were completely unexpected, and initially there was a bit of a recoil from that, like as though it represented some kind of temptation or fall from grace, but like that wasn't the case at all, and it's really beautiful. I just still feel as though actually if you were to put a label, just from my gut feeling where I am at the moment, and wanted to label a state the highest state, it would always be deep sleep, and every being experiences that anyway, because it's like what can be said about it? What could even be? There's no memory of it. It's that empty. Can't be a memory of it. There's nothing to remember. There's no, I don't know.
It's very beautiful. Very good. I have no trouble with that. What is important for everyone to see is that as we are coming to this recognition that I am that which is the witness even of this nothingness of sleep, then to see that this waking state is nothing but a appearance, a layer arising and dissolving. But there can be no real concern about what characters are appearing in this movie, which shapes are appearing and dissolving. You see? So to continue in this waking state, but realizing that that which was the witness in the sleep state and is the witness of the waking state has not changed in any way, and takes away all idea of fear from this manifest experience. Okay, let's give Sachin a chance first because he's new in satsang. So let's hear his question first. Then all the regulars can start.
Namaste, Anantaji.
Namaste, my dear. Namaste.
I have really, you can, is my voice audible?
Yes, yes, my dear. Yes.
Yes, okay. I really don't have, you know, it's, as I'm now doing this with you, there's something saying, who am I talking as?
Yes.
Yeah. What is who I'm talking as? Because for me, this, again, I'm relating to some memory here, of course. The conversation with Mujiji in the at Zimar, there was a dialogue happened with Mujiji for almost 20 minutes. Yeah?
Yes.
And then, of course, can the seer be seen? And he asked everyone, is it an object? And I said, it's not an object. And
Yes.
then I came to a point of, I said, this I which is speaking, this is separate from it. And then he says, if even this can be seen. And then we came to a point where this was absolutely clear seeing. And now I have to use the word I here again and again, and it feels very strange because the words, what that is, I can never say it, what it is.
Yes.
It's not possible, really, you know. It's just because my character is very emotional, so only tears or laughter can show it like that. Yeah. Of course, it's there is this last bit. It's still there for me. Again, I'm saying me. There's this. I can see this as a thought that when I scan the whole thing, the seeing happens, and there's this one which wants to merge with it, and I know it's not true because I have problem in this here saying I am that. It's not in my character.
Okay, so which one is it? The one that wants to merge is which one?
Yes, that is very personal I. It's after that strong recognition after Zimar, my first 2 months, which I would call as the honeymoon period, it was really because if you remember, I talked about the first opening that happened many years ago. There was the seeking was born for me after that. And then I checked. I mean, I've been to many satsangs. I was reading Ramesh Balsakar and I am that. And then after last year, what happened was I saw the seeker and what it was seeking to be the ego itself. It was really clearly seen.
Very good.
Yeah, it was really clearly seen that this whole thing was, and I would not say that that I got it. I cannot say that, but nothing came from outside, but something left. This is where I can say.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a tip which will be very helpful for you.
please, because I really don't have a question which I can make sense of. But if you
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
see something, because I'm
Yeah.
sure you can see that. So please guide me.
Okay. Yes. Now, I love comic books and these superhero movies. So if there is something that is my arch nemesis, in comic books you have these arch nemesis, no? Like Batman will have his Joker, Superman will
Yes.
have Lex Luthor. So my arch nemesis is the checker guy. So let me
Yes.
explain who is this checker guy. The one
Yes.
that is constantly checking, okay, I was like this is what happened to me. Now I am 80% there, only this last thing is left. You see, so it keeps checking and making this report card. And this one is very sticky, you see. So this one, now what happens is that I've seen why I call it my arch nemesis. Whatever I tell you, it will use that and add it to your report card. Said Ananta says
Yeah.
this. Now I'm going to track myself on my progress as far as that is concerned. You see, so I can only tell you that this one, which is trying to storyfy something, make a story where there is none, trying to say that, trying to make a conclusion, basically, this one you leave here with me today. You see, because this one will give you a lot of trouble. And the only place that this one will get to is the spiritual ego. You see? So don't have any story, nothing has really happened. The recognition and everything that has happened with you has been a very natural part of the unfolding.
Yes.
Remove all sense of idea that this happened or that happened and this is going, this much is left. This report card and the creator of this report card you leave here today. You be empty of this. You see?
Yeah. There's a there's a helplessness. I know this checker guy very well.
Yeah.
I totally relate with it. What you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But there's always this checker guy, and it's like it's kind of born out of this after last year, and it wasn't even there, and it's like sticky. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's as harmless as the rest of the mind, only because it has been nourished with our belief so much. And we have mistaken this one to be vigilance. You see, this one to be our inner guide. We have mistaken this one to be the Sadguru. This one is not. Leave this one
So
aside.
I've come to a point where I can see the person very clearly, and
Yeah.
it's there. But this checker guy is going in memories. When I was 5, I was roaming
Can
around.
I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Even the one that is reporting that I can see the person very clearly is the checker guy. It is very tricky and subtle. It is very subtle. It is the most sneaky and slimy manifestation of the ego. Yeah? Because it is uncomfortable not to have a conclusion about ourselves. It is uncomfortable to just be open initially. But this is what you have to get used to. You have to get used to your emptiness without any interpretation of the emptiness, without any conclusion about anything. This is openness, you see. As we are open, we have no interpretation, no conclusion, no label. All there is this natural sense of existence and a natural sense of awareness of even this existence. All other reports, everything can be allowed to just come and go. Just come and go. Don't make any conclusion about yourself. You see? That is my Brahmastra against this checker guy. Don't make any report. Don't make any conclusion about yourself. And soon, it is my blessing that we will make some reports about you.
it's just it's a it's really possibly it's a part of the play, because when this such a uh, seeing happened, it was so clearly seen that really everything unfolded as it's supposed to be. It was really like, wow, I have not done anything. It was
Yeah.
all step by step.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
life, actually,
Everything,
the whole life
everything.
was unfolding. From the first
Yeah.
opening when I was 26, everything was just gift from there. And now this last, as you said, it's a sticky.
Everything has been grace. Everything, all our sublime experiences, all our seemingly terrible experiences have all been part of the play. And not a blade of grass without does not move. Not a blade of grass moves without the will of my Father. You see? So all has been His play, always. You see? So just allow it to just unfold naturally. In fact, if I was to give you a blessing, I would say you forget about that experience.
Please, yeah. Give me yeah, absolutely. I'm here to listen the most, which the egoic self doesn't want to listen. Yeah, forget
Yes,
about even that.
sometimes it can hurt, you see, sometimes it can poke, because don't take this away from me, it was the best experience, don't take this. But you see, in that itself is attachment. Attachment means to label something mine. Even if you label an experience mine, it is already an attachment. You see? But whatever, no matter how sublime the experience was,
Yeah.
no matter how sublime the experience was, this recognition of the truth is always fresh and here now. To go to memory is not needed at all. To go to memory only means that I'm still catering to the idea that I am a separate entity who had this experience and now there is something left to be done again. Leave all these ideas. Remain open, fresh, in your simple allowing everything to come and go. That's why actually in the beginning of Satsang today I shared that recognition experiences, which can be labeled awakening experiences, are very beautiful, but not necessarily the end of conditioning, because the mind can try and use that also to try and get some hold. You see? Hold over you, that I had this experience, this happened with me. Anytime you find yourself making a story, know that it is the checker guy, this reporter guy, which is operating.
So the one who is watching the checker guy, because I have to say, I can see the checker guy, but it's still there. Its existence is here, and it is there.
Yeah. Show me, where is it? Where is the checker guy? Now, when you check, where is it?
Right. Of course.
It doesn't exist. It only exists when only seems to exist when we believe our thought. And stay with this feeling of limbo. You see, a feeling of limbo will come. You'll feel like, okay, but now what? What? It can seem a bit strange. You see, but allow yourself to experience that. This is just some withdrawal symptoms from our addiction to the mind. You see, it will try and make a report because this has been nourished. It will keep coming to you with a report. You're not being open enough. You're not really, this is still the checker guy. You see, only the checker guy is still working. It is still trying to sell you these stories. Just let them come and go. Allow them to come and go.
Yes. Let's see that.
Very good. Okay, that's my UPS, which is beeping. Thank you, my dear. That's my UPS, which is beeping. So if our lights go off, just know that all my love, all my blessings are with all of you, and may my Father's grace bring you to the you all to this beautiful recognition of the self and the dropping of the false conditioning of the pretense of personhood. If that is your urge, then may my Father's grace take care of it in double quick time, which I know He's doing. Okay, let's make an attempt at a song and see how long the lights last. And then after the broadcast, we can ask you some. You can ask some questions. What do we sing? Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho.
Thank you all so much for sticking around in spite of all the technical difficulties. And thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.
Sadhguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Thank you. Can end the podcast. Thank you.